All right, what's up, yo? So welcome to Let's Talk About It, and I have on the show Janina the Queena.
Hey guys.
Everybody know Janina. She has millions of followers everywhere. There's not a social platform that she has not taken over. She's done brand deals for everybody from MAC to L'Oreal to name a few brands you've worked for.
Maybelline, Doritos, Victoria's Secret, ASOS. The list goes on. Metro PCS. So it's crazy. Your girl's been working.
Okay. I got Cricket, so it's cool. What are some of the things you have going on?
So right now I am starting my podcast as well. It's going to be called Self-Care Saturdays. I'm developing my hair brand. I'm going to be distributing a lot of products for the hair. Everyone always asks me, what do I use in my hair? So I'm like, I got to start my own company.
So you're going to have like a curly hair
I am.
Curly hair brand?
Yeah, I'm very excited to get that off the ground. I'm going to be pushing that towards the end of this year. I have to develop the whole thing.
How many products are you coming out for your hair care brand?
I'm not quite sure yet. I know I want to have a spray, a hair mask, a conditioner, a shampoo, a cream, hair cream. So definitely want to have a few products for people to go ahead and try out.
Everybody who don't know Janina, as the elephant in the room is, everybody know we used to be a couple. So we used to be together for quite some time. Now we're friends. And I wanted today to talk about dating up because you dated me as an older man. And I wanted to talk about dating down. Why most young women date older men, and I wanted to talk about why most older men date younger girls. Let's talk about it. So
let's talk about it.
So have you always been like attracted to like older guys?
I mean, you were my first relationship.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, did you just, like, I'm not going to date no boys my age or whatever?
Yeah, I think my thing is I've always been they say, like, I grew up really fast. So I've always hung around older groups, right. And I think I gravitate more to older people, and like I understand them more. People my age, the conversations are just very poor, and I can't communicate properly. It kind of annoys me a bit sometimes. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what's your passion? What are your goals? Like, I like to be stimulated mentally, like, right. And if that's not provided, then it's just like, it's weird. So right. I think that's why I like to date older, because they have gone through more experiences and they just know more, and I love it. It's like feeding. And
plus they say that women mature 4 to 7 years faster than men.
It's so true.
Even so in true. Kids, like if you look at little boys or whatever, I always say like them little boys saying like they're a little slow until they grow up. They got to catch up. And the little girls, they already have like personalities and everything. I'm like, how's these little girls? I was just talking about that with Jaysha. I was like, how these little girls have so much personality, and how do the little boys, they're just like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, well, how the hell is that happening? So I just think, and she said, she made a good point. She was like, well, parents raise their daughters. They don't really raise their sons. You know what I'm saying? They're like, the boys just have to figure it out and shit. So the girls are getting so much personality and everything.
Yeah.
So then by the time the guys are catching up, the girls are like already like just so much more advanced, because you were babysitting at like what were you like? How old were you?
As 4. Like I've had my younger sister, and I took care of her, and my mother was telling me like you would literally wake up in the middle of the night and go in there, have her bottle, change her diaper, and put her back to sleep. Like
you
at
were 4 years old.
4 years old. Wow. Like already like on it. A whole mother.
And that's the thing, like guys don't have that same responsibility. Like guys are not just sitting up there like, oh shit, I gotta take care of my little brother and stuff. I mean, granted, boys, they go out, get a job at 16 or 15 and a half. I'm a little different. I started working when I was like 14 or whatever, but I didn't have responsibility like that.
Yeah,
like
I also
the girls
feel like it's what you guys intake too. Like you guys are like video games.
You calling us slow?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying like the things that we grew up with are just way different, like nurturing, and like I feel like you have to know a lot when it comes to those things. Like it's not like playing a video game. Like it seems a little dumbed down, like you're shooting people, killing zombies. Like it's just completely different, We're playing with dolls. We're like learning about hair. All like it's just completely different.
It's true. Cause like even when I was little, we had like the bake cake oven. like yo, the girls had like bake cake. I'm like, what the fuck? They got ovens, and we had He-Man.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, you gonna give us Transformers?
Exactly.
And the girls are already learning how to like they have like little. I remember like the girls, like my sisters, they had doll houses and shit, right? So they had to know how to keep a house and a home and everything, and we had to learn how to transform a robot.
Exactly. We're already preparing for the future at such a young age.
So then they get to high school. So the high school comes around, and you have the guys, and they're like, all of the girls are like looking at the guys that are in college and beyond, and we're in high school like freshmen and shit, like, oh my God, you're stealing my girlfriend. What is the main reason you think, beyond that, girls like to date older guys?
I think it's stability and security that an older man provides. When you're in your like 30s, you've already like, you have a job and you're not searching for that, and you've like lived your career out a bit, and like you guys are still pursuing it, but like you're pretty stable like in your 30s. Right. As to someone who's 20, like you said, men mature later than women, so they're still trying to figure it out. Like I know men that are like 25, 26 that are just now figuring like getting their shit together. Yeah. And then it's like it takes years to finally like be like really good, and the things that older men provide, a lot of the younger men can't. And it's like they've already experienced stuff. With me, I don't like to date younger because I'm like, you're still for the streets.
So you saying young girls ain't for the streets? You just saying it's only dudes that's for the streets?
Well, I mean, I feel like young women. Let's talk about it. I feel like young women are willing to like settle down and become a housewife and not explore those things that men are. Like you guys are always trying to like fuck whatever's around.
Yeah, guys be trying to fuck. I just had Batch on yesterday, and he was talking to a lot of older men, and I agree. He said that a lot of guys shouldn't even think about marriage until they're like 38.
They shouldn't.
They really shouldn't, and I agree. You
guys are like distracted.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
I know with me when we were together, I didn't see the outside, like it was just being in that situation. Right. And like men naturally, you guys are gonna look and like get distracted and things like that. So it's like women have more control, I feel, than men do.
That's why women can go like a year without fucking. Guys can't do that.
You guys lose your shit.
No, we wouldn't survive. We wouldn't survive that long. That's a long fucking time. Even if guys take a hiatus and like, yo, I don't want to fuck for like a few weeks. We're not going a year. Like women are like, I'm just going on my spiritual journey. I'm not gonna have sex for like the next 6 months, and they can do it.
Yeah.
And with no problem. And then when they're trying to fuck again, they're like, well, I went this long, so I guess I'll go longer. It's cool.
Exactly.
I mean, you get your frustrations and stuff, but not like guys. I think it's just different.
We're very disciplined.
Yeah. Or you just don't have 3 times the amount of testosterone in your system.
I don't know. Because
you ready to smash. You go to the club with the girls, y'all be ready.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm maybe not as horny as a man, but I definitely get up there and I'm like, damn, I really wish. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's control. And as a woman, you have an image to like keep to, and it's a lot being a woman. Y'all could just go out there and smash whatever and it just be that. It's so much more for a woman because we're taking it in. So we got to worry about like doctor's visits and all this stuff. And
then spiritual shit too, like it's like you become connected,
Soul ties.
Guys don't have to worry about that shit at all. We don't have soul ties.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, we just tie our souls. We don't have soul ties. So we don't have any of that shit. On the flip side, a lot of guys, younger guys, what I've learned is a lot of guys like 16, 17, 18, 19, when you're in high school, you date girls around your same age. But then once you get out of high school, a lot of younger guys date up. When I was 18, 19 years old, I had girlfriends, they were like 25, 26. And I think the reason why a lot of guys date up is because they want somebody to take care of them. They need that nurturing. So like, oh, I need someone to take care of me. But then once they're able to take care of themselves, they're like, oh shit, I got my shit together. Now we want to date down.
Exactly.
Because like, I just want a young, pretty girl that I could take care of. And guys want to just feel like they're going to take care of someone in the flip. So it almost like reverses. That's why like if you see a lot of older women like that's in their 40s and 50s that are not married, they're trying to date younger guys.
Exactly.
So they're dating down, where as opposed to the younger girls are trying to date up. So it's the thing, because most girls, no matter where you go, most girls date up. Some date drastically up. Some have like sugar daddies.
I know.
Like I know some girls in their 20s dating 50-year-old men, and it's like, whoa, and they're okay with it.
Yeah, I don't know how old I'll get. Like how old I'll go.
How old? Yeah. I'll say
I
that.
don't
So
know.
There's a question. How old would you go? Would you date somebody 50?
I mean, Idris Elba is how old?
He's probably 50.
Exactly. And that man can get it.
Think you would date Idris?
Absolutely.
Yo, Idris, if you're listening, Janine is here for you.
No, he's married. I'm not a homewrecker.
Okay. No. You're right. You're not a homewrecker. But his girlfriend kind of resembles you a little bit. So you gotta,
First of all, don't get crazy.
I'm just saying. No, I mean, have you seen his wife?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, once I found out he was married, I was like, I'm gonna let that be.
Yeah. So, but you would date a guy that looks like Idris Elba?
Absolutely.
And Idris,
oh my God.
I mean, I think he may not be 50. He's probably like 48.
No, he's about 50.
Yeah, he might be lying on his Wikipedia. I don't know, because he definitely had grays for a few years now.
How old is Morgan Freeman?
You would date Morgan Freeman?
I don't know.
You would date Morgan Freeman? I'm Morgan Freeman, and I'm going to date Janina.
I don't think I would date him, but I feel like...
You would smash? Would you smash Morgan Freeman? Morgan Freeman's like 70.
Maybe I would date him before I smash him.
Can I Google how old Morgan Freeman is? Because we want to see how high Janina would go.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's see how high. Let's see what Morgan Freeman... You know what the crazy part about all of this is?
What?
Guys would never date an older woman, like that old.
I mean, women start to...
deteriorate.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. If you aren't able to maintain yourself, but J-Lo looks freaking bomb.
J-Lo could still get it. She would definitely get the business.
And Halle Berry's bomb too.
Halle Berry would get the business as well.
Exactly.
Sorry, Jason. I'm sorry, babe. But they would get the business though.
Yeah.
But I think that the reason is men are very physical. So just a little advice to ladies out there, to all ladies in the world that watch this podcast. What you have to understand is if you keep yourself up physically looking good, your man will put up with a lot of shit. Because there's a lot of times when we were in a relationship, if we were arguing and stuff, and I was like, fuck. And we didn't argue a lot, but when we did, I was like, damn, but she look good though. You know, guys are like that. They're like, damn, man, as long as your girl looking bad, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, guys will deal with shit as long as if you start letting yourself go, guys will deal with such less shit. Now, on the flip side, a man can let himself go. Yeah. And I've seen women that be like, but I love him though. That's my man. Yeah. You know, like that TikTok that you see. Yeah. She's like, yeah, but that's my boo. I love him though. He's like, that's your man. You're claiming him. Yeah, that's my boo. That's how women think. Guys don't think like that.
Do you think that stimulates from ego though?
No, I don't think it's ego. I just think that guys are very, very, very physical creatures. That's why a guy can go out and just fuck a girl and he don't even have to know her name. He could just fuck a girl and literally just be like, I didn't even know her. I just want to get a nut off. Because guys are very, very physical.
Interesting.
And this is me from being in multiple group chats with guys from all walks of life. Most guys are just physical creatures. They're like half the time in the group chat, we were just popping pictures of chicks in the group chat.
Yeah, you guys are crazy with it.
Yeah, guys are, but that's how guys think. So and if you listen to every single song a man comes out with, it's always talking about how a girl looks.
Yeah.
It's never talking about his emotions.
But how long can that really last for? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. How long can it last for? I'm not saying that it can last a long time. I'm just telling you how men think. So women, knowing how men think, they should really just try to take care of themselves better, because in America, we have the highest obesity rate, right?
Yeah.
We have the highest diabetes rate. We have the highest blood pressure rate. We have all these high rates that's going on here in America. So it's like, women, all you have to do, literally, if you want to land a man, all you have to do is just look good.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you got to have...
That's crazy.
Of course, you have the emotions and stuff that come along with it afterwards. But if you want to land him or just get him in your sight...
Okay, I have a question since we're talking about physical appearance.
Let's talk about it.
How come some men date those girls that don't have the best physical appearance?
Because at the end of the day, a man still wants to feel like he has control, or maybe he can't get that girl that looks as good. Because sometimes men just can't get it. You got to think, like, if you have social.
But there's some fine men that's
dating busted chicks.
Yeah.
Who? Like who? Show me.
I've seen a lot.
You've seen a lot,
especially like coming up. I'm like,
And he was dating and she was just like, she let herself go completely. She was like,
I don't know about let yourself
overweight.
Go completely, but it's like, you're that fine, and I'm not being judgmental at all, but it's like you could be with something really hot. Like, I don't know.
He probably can though. I'm only talking in general. That you always gonna have these special cases, but in general, most men like to have a beautiful girlfriend, whereas opposed women like to have a man that can take care of them. You're never gonna see a girl just be like, oh my God, I'm not gonna date this guy because he's like super ugly. If he's taking care of her, providing for her, supporting her, if he's a good, kind-hearted gentleman, makes her laugh, which is so important to women. He probably gonna land a chick. If you make a girl laugh.
Yeah.
I remember coming up when me and Batch and all the boys, we was doing comedy. I remember we would steal athletes' girls. And these are dudes making, this was before we made millions. These are guys making millions of dollars more than us. And we would take all of their girls because we made them laugh.
Well, sometimes it's just not even about the money. I feel like that's where I am in life right now. That once you are able to be independent and provide for yourself, then you start to look for other things that's beyond stability. You know, like I still date older, but I'm not looking for an older man that's like got his shit together, because at the end of the day, I've got my shit together now. So now you have to provide something else that I can't really provide myself. So what is that? So happiness, so making me laugh, showing me love. Like, I feel like that's what I'm looking for now, because at the end of the day, money doesn't really matter to me right now. Like, of course we want to experience and like go take random vacations with our friends. So you have to have the money, but that's just not what I'm looking for anymore, because I realize that's not where happiness lies. Like, for if you. I want it to be, yeah.
But for a lot of women, they want
to you.
To you. But you got to understand, but for most women, like, you're a successful woman about to buy $1 million house in LA, you know what I'm saying? But for most women who are not in your situation, they want someone that's going to take care of them.
Of course. I mean, younger me, I was looking for stability.
Yeah. That's why you had my old ass.
Exactly.
You know? So you have younger you. So let's just talk about the younger you. So if the younger the younger you is compared to all these girls out here.
Yes.
The younger you is like, you needed you needed a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Not you needed a lot.
No, you were needy. You matured a lot. I've seen your growth. Like, there was a time where you just wanted the latest shoes and
absolutely.
And
because
bags
that's what you're like seeing. Like,
exactly.
It's crazy how like the mindset can literally change. But like, being in social media, you see someone being showered with flowers, you want your man to give you flowers. You see someone doing spontaneous gifts, you want the red bottoms, you want the Louis Vuitton. Like, it's crazy how that works, but it's like that none of that shit really matters.
None of it matters. And then you grow up and you mature enough to see, like, fuck, none of that really, who the fuck cares about that? Especially when you
it's nice though. I mean, I got my like little Louis right here.
Yeah,
and
but it's a lot smaller than the ones that you wanted back in the day. You know what I'm saying? As you mature, you realize these shits are not as important as everything else. And I think that all of that comes down to social media as well. A lot of people are on the internet and they're seeing, oh, this girl's living like that. I remember when Kylie Jenner, she did like a fucking party for her daughter.
Yeah.
Remember she had like the baby sharks come out, or
it
was some crazy shit.
I mean, I still feel like I'm gonna be that mom though. I'm not gonna even lie.
That's fine, but let's talk about America though. Let's just talk about the rest of the world. Let's not talk about Janina right now. We're talking about it's about you, but I'm just talking about your lifestyle. Let's not talk about your lifestyle.
Got it. Okay,
because
I'm
your
listening.
your lifestyle doesn't relate to most women's lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a celebrity. So if we're just talking about most women's lifestyles, if they're looking at Kylie Jenner's doing this thing, they're going to be like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I want that.
Yeah.
So then they're looking for this man that's going to give her that.
Right.
But realistically, how many men can do that? Not a lot of men can do that.
I feel like they said that there's only 1% of men out there that are like in the millions and stuff.
It's less than 1%. It's like 0.4 or some shit percent of people who are actually like that successful to be able to do the type of things that a lot of these girls see. So what about the other 99.6% of men who can't do all the things? I remember one time on the radio, there was a few days ago, this girl, the radio host said, what is the worst thing that a man has that was a deal breaker for you? She said one man took her out to dinner and he bought her a $13 drink and told her to cash app him half the money. These niggas are struggling. Bro. So when you got people out here struggling like that, it's like, so what do you do? You know?
I mean, I feel like I can't really speak for younger me, because I know that younger me probably would just not tolerate it.
But the younger you is like the older them. It's like the older other woman.
Exactly.
So you would so the advice that I'm asking you to give to them as someone who's experienced both worlds. You've experienced the world of girls who needed someone to provide, and you're experiencing the world of a girl who doesn't need anyone to do anything because you're a millionaire now. You know, so being someone that's sitting in that seat, you know, you can say I am in the 1% now, and I was in that 99.6% of people. So now that you're in that, so now let's speak for the 99. What advice can you give to the women out there that are like that are like dating up and stuff, and it's like, yo, like, is it that serious? Like,
it's not that serious. I realize we are the influencers, so we are influencing people, and they want what we have, like you said. And I feel like now, understanding both sides, it's just finding happiness with where you are and looking at things a lot different, you know, like, and being content with maybe what's going on in your situation. And I know it's hard because you're looking at and you're like, I want this lifestyle. But if you can't have that lifestyle in this moment, be happy with what's going on. And if that person's a good person, the money shouldn't really matter. Like, you guys can split until you guys grow together. I guess don't be so influenced by what everyone else has.
Yeah, you can't
because that's not your life. That's their life.
That's not a real life.
Exactly. It's not reality.
It's not reality. It's reality for like celebrities.
Exactly. But those celebrities worked hard to get to where they are. So if you want that lifestyle, work for it.
Yeah, but a lot of people are never going to get to the lifestyle because there's a lot of things to come.
Well, then you can't ask for it.
You can't ask for it. But that's what I'm saying. Most people are asking for it. But then, and if you take dudes out here, a lot of dudes, like, you know how the girls be like, oh my God, how he going to cheat on me with this random ass bitch in the hood or whatever? Mm-hmm. Because guys want to feel like they're in control of the relationship.
Yeah.
And if your woman, for example, let's say someone's dating the new Janina. Mm-hmm. If someone's dating you today and this guy makes, are you going to date a guy who makes less than you?
Right now, Janina today.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Right, but the problem is the guy who makes less than you is gonna feel a certain type of way because you make more than him.
Possibly. I think
then when he feels that type of way,
depends on the man.
What are you gonna? I don't know. There's a lot of guys that's probably gonna feel so. Unless he's close to the money you're making. If he's not making the same amount of money, like if he has a regular like 9-to-5 job, and then you're making like so much money, he's gonna feel inferior only because he can't do for you what you can do for yourself. Like if you want to go to like Tulum,
yeah,
the average person can't just take you to Tulum.
I'm gonna take myself to Tulum and maybe take them too.
But then no, ain't no man gonna let you take. Ain't no nigga gonna let you take them to Tulum.
Why not?
They just not.
But what if they're building themselves to get to your status? And
that just says something about you.
Why?
Because you gotta understand, men have pride and ego. You can't say
that's exactly what it is. Exactly. I was just about to say that's the mind of the ego.
Yeah, but they're not. It's not gonna go away. That's part of a man. A man.
I think ego can be controlled.
Ego
if you
can
let
be controlled, but pride is there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your pride, you're going to have your ego, and you're going to want to provide. A man's job. So what is his job if he's not providing for you and helping you? What is
You're
his
providing
job?
in other areas in my life.
So
we just said, making me laugh, making me happy, making me feel loved. That sometimes is so much more than the money that he could provide for me and take me on a trip.
Yes, but for you, as a woman, think like that, but men don't think like that. Men think like, oh, shit, man. This girl is killing it right now. I got to get my shit together, man.
Yeah, but then you want to get your shit together.
Right. So you as a woman, you shouldn't take on that burden until he got his shit together. You got to get somebody who has their shit together or you're going to have a lot of problems.
Men that have their shit together get on my nerves now.
Men that have their shit together. Right. But yeah, I guess men that have their shit together they got options. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So you're dating men that got their shit together.
Yeah, I've seen both worlds.
And they're getting on your nerves?
They are, because I feel like when men have their shit together and a woman has her shit together, it's kind of like
a clash of heads.
Exactly. And I've noticed men who have their shit together, when I come around, they don't really know how to act. It's almost as if they know that I could do it for myself, so they won't do it. And
what do you mean they won't do it? So they don't want to take you out?
They just don't. They feel like they're stepping, like, how do I put this? Like,
no, just put it. Let's talk about it. Just put it out there. You scared to say it? I mean, say what you say.
I'm trying to figure out how to say it right.
They gonna see it. They gonna watch it. They gonna see y'all. Hey, y'all
it's
better
like,
watch.
I know that she could do it for herself, so I'm just gonna let her do it for herself. As to if I couldn't do it for myself, then it would be an automatic response. You know, like. So
you'd rather a man just up and do it for you? Sometimes it's just nice to do something nice for you, right?
Of course you want like random gifts that cost a lot of money sometimes, or an expensive trip. So yeah, I would like that, but I don't want the like.
Maybe you're with the wrong dudes. Because like if you
I'm with the wrong dudes.
I'm just saying. Maybe.
I've been around a lot of dudes, and like you said, that ego and pride is there regardless. Like, a bust down girl, a rich girl, like it's still there. Like it's that possessive, controlling side that you guys have. And it's like, no matter what the situation is, it's always going to be a little hard.
Well, because a man wants to be the king of his jungle. A man wants to have...
Well, you could be a king and have your queen.
You could be a king and have your queen, but you have to, so basically what you're saying is you want to find a man who has his shit together but will still do for you.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound about right?
No, it does. I think it's dope. I'm pretty sure there's some guys out there.
I just don't want a man that's gonna be like, I have all this money and stuff, and I could give you whatever life you want, so I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. And it's like, no, you still gotta have respect for your partner, because I could still do whatever the fuck I want to do without you, with or without you.
So you feel like men are entitled?
Very.
You feel like they're entitled when they have money?
Very.
Well, you got to think when men have money, they have options, whereas women don't. Women don't have the same amount of options. That's just reality.
Yeah, there's
women have the same amount of options, but the
men boat out here is very small.
Yeah.
So you got to choose what you want in life at the end of the day. And sometimes I realize just being around a lot of successful men, it's a lot of entitlement. And I'm just
maybe you're dating in the wrong industry.
Maybe. Well, maybe. Should I go find a doctor?
Maybe.
But doctors cheat too.
Everybody cheats. I'm just saying, but maybe you find somebody.
Not everybody cheats.
No, I'm talking about, when I mean everybody cheats, not
oh my God.
not every human, but I mean like every profession. Like, not saying like, oh, well, if you go find someone in the medical field, they're gonna cheat less than people in the entertainment field. Maybe, yeah, a little less. But I'm just saying, like, in every field, there's cheaters, is what I meant to say. Let me rephrase it. In every field, there's cheaters. I don't mean every human cheats, you know?
Yeah.
So let's just clarify that. So every field you're going to find cheaters, but I'm just saying sometimes it's good to step out of your field, because maybe the opposite attract thing might actually work. Maybe step into the medical field and find a doctor, or maybe go get a lawyer, or don't get a cop.
A lawyer sounds good.
Don't get a cop. He's not going to be at the Black Lives Matter rallies with you, but you might want to.
No, don't judge all cops.
No, I'm just saying, not all cops, but I'm just saying they still have that band of blue that they have to kind of respect, and then you'll have a lot of arguments and stuff.
Yeah.
So would you ever date a younger guy? Someone your age? Because you're 23.
If I date a younger guy, he has to be mentally where I am. And I guess that would be an old soul. And you have to be...
Where are they?
Where are they?
Yeah,
in their past life? Or
currently, where...
I mean, I've only met 2 younger guys that I've been like, okay, you're actually really smart, and I can have a conversation, and very mature, and like, you know what you want out of life.
How old were they?
23 too.
Oh, you met someone 23 that's as mature as you are?
That's super smart and like knows what he wants, and it was actually a little refreshing, because I was starting to judge younger boys, like, guys, get your shit together.
I'm sure there's some young intellectual guys out there, I'm pretty sure, but you still also have to deal with their hormones. So what are you going to do about that? Like when they...
But is hormones I don't know. I've had a few conversations where some men say that they can control it and they don't want to fuck everything that walks. So to you, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I think that a lot of younger guys, most younger guys, probably all younger guys, they really can't control that until you get older.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. High school sweethearts. There's some high school sweethearts that have never stepped outside of their marriage.
Because they don't know anything else. That's different. If you don't know anything else, it's not like they were single and they were out in the streets. If that's all you know, for example, you started dating so young, you didn't know anything else. Mm-hmm. But then when we broke up, you was like, oh, it's a whole world out here.
It's a whole world.
Exactly. For shit. Damn, I'm just saying. Fuck you. No.
She's for the streets.
She's for the streets. No, it's a whole world out there, right? You realize that. And that's what I was telling you, like, when you were like, I think you were 20. And I remember we had a conversation, and I was like, Janine, when you get older, you was like, no. I was like, it's a whole fucking world that you just have to see. So many different personalities, so many different types of people. Once you travel, you're going to be like, oh shit, I get to meet this type of person, that type of person. So it's a whole world. Those high school sweethearts don't get to see that world. Because they're like, yo, I've known you since I was 16.
Well, you're infatuated with your situation, and sometimes that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, you're using them as the poster child for your example. And that's
maybe I should think about another example.
That's not a good example. You can't just say, oh, well, high school sweethearts, they don't step out on each other. Okay, let's talk about single people, single young boys. When I was single, I was trying to fuck everything.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I was like, oh my God.
But then when you get in a relationship, are you still trying to fuck everything?
No, but it's still tough. Your eyeballs is moving. I was like, I was googly eyed. You know, your eyeballs is moving. As I get older, and now that I'm an older man, you know, like I don't see the drama. I see the work.
Oh my God. You're so annoying. You're so annoying.
So that's all. I don't really see like, yo, these girls or those girls or this, that. I don't see it as much as I used to like 10 years ago. I just don't, you know, I don't really be like looking around like that no more. Like,
but sometimes looking around creates the drama.
That's what I'm saying. I don't look around. You know?
Nah, don't look around.
I'm just saying, no, I don't look around as much as like young boys. Like I see how like the younger guys.
But of course, I think young boys should explore and get that out of their system. I do. I think young girls should explore and get that out of their systems. Not every young woman has the desire to get it out of their system, but there are some that are like just throwing that back.
So everybody got to have a couple bodies. To know what they want.
Have a good body and a bad body to be like, okay, I just need.
I need to know.
Yeah.
Because like if you don't have a few bodies, what bodies are you comparing your bodies to?
You gotta have experiences.
Yeah, you do.
But I guess back then I just didn't care about experiences, like
because you were the proverbial boyfriend girlfriend in college, high school thing going on. You had that mindset.
Yeah, no, I was like, this is it. It's set, like locked in for life, like. And then I got out and I said, "Wow,
a whole new world."
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
It is. Life is very interesting, and
so your advice would be to younger girls, not younger girls, but girls like in their 20s or whatever. Like it's okay to date up, you know.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with dating up. I mean, the only reason why you should be like afraid is if the man is very like controlling and possessive, you know, because then it's like you're locked in and like certain things that you should be doing in life you're not allowed to do because you are dating an older man. Like not every older man is like willing to let their girl be a free spirit still, you know. It's like, I'm gonna turn you into a housewife. And it's like, no, that's a young woman. You should let her live her life and be her partner during that all. So if the guy's good, I don't see anything wrong with dating older. Why do you date young?
Let's talk about it. So the reason I date down is one of the main reasons I date younger girls is because once a girl turns 27, 28 years old, she already wants to have children or move in or start a life. And first of all, a lot of guys are not ready for that. So when you talk about a lot of older guys, they're like, yo, I don't want to take 2 or 3 years from this woman. And then if it don't work out, she's 30. And then, or if she starts at 30, now she's 35, and you just took 5 years from her, and you was like, baby, I was just having fun. And she's like, well, why the fuck did you take these 5 years from me? With a young girl, you take a girl 20 years old, 22 years old, 23, 24, you could date her for 3-4 years or whatever, and if things don't work out, she still can be hot on the market because girls have a shelf life. Guys don't. Like you just said, you'll date fucking Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, I looked him up, he's 84. You'll date Morgan Freeman, who's 84 years old, and you're 23. Yo, you're 23 years old and said you'll date an 84-year-old man. You'll never, ever in history see a 23-year-old man say he'll date an 84-year-old woman.
See me out here with Morgan Freeman? Don't say nothing.
I mean, Morgan Freeman's dope. I ain't gonna say this. But that's my point. You'll never, ever, ever, ever hear a young boy, 20, 25, say they'll date an old ass woman. They just don't do it.
If they're secure, right?
No, they just don't do it. They just don't do it because guys.
But you just said that some guys look for the older woman for stability.
No, but that's the only reason they looking for it though. They're not doing it because they want her. You know what I'm saying? You literally like, yo, Idris Elba's hot. You see what I'm saying?
Hot.
You see what I'm saying? But you never gonna hear no young boy be like, yo, she's hot, unless there's 1 or 2 cases. So that's what it is for me. It's like, I ain't trying to take these years from these women or whatever if things don't work out. Because sometimes relationships don't work out. Imagine I start dating somebody that's 32. And then she's like, baby, I'm ready to have this kid. I'm like, yo, I'm not. We still courting, 33.
But going into that, wouldn't you know that that's what that woman wants?
No. sometimes women, that's what they want, because all women, I mean, not all women, but a lot of women want children.
So that's not what you want. That's why you date younger.
Well, I don't want to take that. That's not the only reason. I mean, I think that in America, a lot of women start to lose their physical appearance when they start to get a little older. They start gaining a lot of weight, because of our society. A lot of women don't take care of themselves. And I don't really date a lot of white women, you know what I'm saying? So if you're talking about black women in America, a lot of black women, they need to, I think, health-wise, need to take a better care of themselves. A lot of them, because I've been to, all, like 40 states. And every time I go to a state, a lot of our people are like not as healthy as we need to be. We need to like just crack down on our health and wellness. Because then if the 27, 28, 30-year-old women were looking like a lot of the 24-year-old women whose bodies are snatched and everything, then shit, hell yeah, it's like, what's up?
Yeah.
But a lot, not everyone, and I'm not judging everyone, but a lot of older women let themselves go, and they get that mom bod, and they start looking, aged. Really, they don't age as well. Not just in their face, black don't crack, but in their bodies, they're overweight, and I don't want that. So if you want a nice slim, like fit girl, and I like petite women. If I want that style, some guys, like some of my homeboys, they like girls with some weight on them. They like girls with a little pudge. They like girls with a little meat. They like to cuddle up and be the baby bears in the wintertime. Not me. I like petite, slim build women. So if I want that, you're not gonna really find that many of that once they hit a certain age.
Of course, you start to develop.
Right. That's why if you look at LA, especially in our business, and I get options. I mean, shit, I'm successful, man. So if I have options, I'm going to choose what I want. And if I choose what I want, it's not going to be someone who's letting themselves go.
Yeah.
Per se, So that's two of the reasons right there. Also, I like when dealing with in the entertainment business, when dealing with older women, she's more mature, yes, but mentally she's where she is. When you deal with a younger woman that's 23, 24, 25 years old, even 22, you can kind of develop them, and they still are open to listen and learn. A lot of older women, they've already been with this guy and that guy, so they're already stuck in their ways and not willing to learn. And a lot of women are more passive when it comes to accepting someone who's not willing to learn. Like, women will accept a man to an extent if he's not willing to listen and learn, because like, oh, that's how he is, he's stubborn, I'm gonna just deal with it. But guys is not gonna accept that shit. It's like, yo, if you're not willing to learn and grow, I'm walking out. I'm not dealing with this woman who doesn't want to grow. And a lot of older women, they're like they stuck in certain ways that they don't want to listen and grow. Younger girls, they're like, okay, I'm willing to listen. He's teaching me. I'm growing. I'm learning. Okay. Because once your frontal lobe, I think it's like the age of 25, your frontal lobe completely develops. So once you're 25 years old, you're stuck. Everything, all the habits you have, you're stuck.
I mean, you've just experienced a lot more to know what you want to tolerate as an older woman. Like, a lot of younger women will tolerate more of the bullshit, as to older women are like not putting up with it.
That's true. And I think my fourth reason for dating down is younger women, they are not as like, yo, I have to get my career together type thing. They're like, I want to get a career, and they're figuring it out. So they have more fun. So a lot of the older women, they're like, I'm gonna be this mom. I'm gonna get into my career, and it's like I'm not really having that much fun. Younger women is like they fun and joyous, and they just like spontaneous, and they keep you as an older man youthful, because if you're busy 16 hours a day, 12 hours a day doing your work or whatever, the person that you date, you want them to be fun too. You don't want them to be like, okay, babe, put on your suit, let's just go to this gala. Want a fucking gala? Okay, go twerk real quick or something, and make me feel
go twerk.
Make me feel young and youthful. So those are four of the main reasons why I date down. And I think a lot of older men.
But there are some older women that do have those abilities. Like,
no, I think they're rare. You know what I'm saying? And why go search for someone when you got 1,000 of these?
He's trying to raise them.
1,000 of these available you can raise. You're like, hey, you, come on, let's go. So it's harder to find. Not saying it's impossible, but you don't have to. Why do you? That's why since the history of the last 500 years, older men are dating younger women. That's just what it is.
Right.
Because they don't have to go and search for, let me find that one little jewel that's older, that acts younger, that wants to have the youth in her and still keeps her body tight. Why are you going through all that shit?
This voicer?
He's not going through all of that. So are you dating now?
I am.
Yeah?
I am. I am on the market.
Are you dating an older man or a younger man?
Always older.
Okay, so. But not Morgan Freeman older. He's
I have dinner with Morgan Freeman tonight.
Okay, I mean he may be available. You know, he's 84.
Hold on. When did he start looking like this?
What do you think he looked like?
The movies?
Oh, some of the movies are 20 years old.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually,
yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah. Yes to Morgan.
I think maybe on a drunk night.
There you go. So a little Morgan Freeman. But Morgan Freeman's an attractive dude, though.
I think it's just I don't know. I like watching him.
Yeah, but I don't know if is it for his looks or it's just because he's just like a god.
Maybe that's what it is.
He plays like that godly
That's kind of like stimulating, though.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm Morgan Freeman, and I'm the voice of God. You know, like I think it's the voice of God that gets you. You know
yeah,
I like it. I'm here for it. If you hang out with Morgan Freeman, can we like double date so I can kind of?
That's a bit ridiculous.
I want to meet Morgan Freeman. If you're dating him, I mean, shit, can I meet him too?
Hey, you want to meet my ex?
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman's gonna see all through the bullshit.
Actually, you know what he's gonna say? He's gonna like, damn, like I'm so dope that I stole this girl. Let's go think in his head like I got her. Look at this young man out here, and I got her. I am the god. He's gonna feel like he's gonna feel so godly that he's able to do that.
That's very interesting.
I'm
you can come to the premiere.
Yeah, of the movie. Maybe y'all could do a movie together.
I'm gonna be arm candy.
Maybe y'all could do a movie together. Okay, so tell everybody what you got going on.
So right now I am doing a lot of traveling, living life. I'm for the streets, but I'm also filming a lot of content. So, like I said earlier, I'm starting my hairline. I'm doing my podcast, developing myself as an artist. I want to go on tour when things open back up.
Like a music tour, dance tour, what type of tour?
An artist. I want to be a very successful artist. So that's honestly, I love being on a stage. I just love it. I love entertaining in general. You know, like everyone always
when
looks
I met
at,
you were doing the splits.
Exactly.
You were entertaining. You were always doing the splits.
Yeah, and like my content kind of shows that I'm more than just an influencer.
Right.
Like I'm an artist.
Right.
Like all around. So I remember like talking to my friends. They're like, why are you performing so hard? I'm like, I'm a performer. Like I was on stage before social media. So this is what I do. This is who I am. Because a lot of people
think you started on Vine.
They do. So, and that used to drive me crazy. Like, what's up with all these Vine stars trying to become musicians and artists? And it's like, this is what we were before social media. You know
what's interesting, and maybe you should try to look at it the way I look at it. Because I've been doing this for like 18 years now. So the way I see it is wherever someone finds me, I allow them to see me in that light.
I'm not explaining myself.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if someone says that's Daystorm from Vine, I'm going to be the best Viner you ever seen. There's some people who be like, yo, that's Daystorm from TikTok.
Right.
Like I've been doing it since 2003. And I'm not going to go back and tell them the history or whatever. Or if they're like, oh my God, so you sing now? Oh, so you rap now? Oh, so you do comedy now?
Yeah.
People are going to pick you up where they saw you from.
Exactly. Some people said I disappeared. I'm like...
They said you just fell off?
Yeah. They're like, I haven't seen her in so long. True. I'm like, well, where have y'all been? Because I've been on every platform.
Yeah.
So...
Except for the platform they're watching, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens.
I mean, we're on all platforms, right?
No, sometimes it happens. I remember putting out a YouTube video recently, and then someone was like, "Oh my God, like where you been? Like, dude, are you okay?"
Not dude,
he thought I was poor. You know, and
someone thought I had a baby. I was like, what? What?
You got a whole child. They're like, "Where you been? You got a whole child." But that just goes to show that. You know, the people are still the caterpillars, and it's like no one wants to see you turn into the butterfly. They're like, you have to stay the same, or you change.
They're all in the same hole,
right?
They're stuck, they haven't dug out of it yet.
I honestly feel like if someone doesn't see me changing, I feel like I'm failing. Like I like to see the comments of like, oh my God, you changed, because it makes me know that I'm evolving and developing. So I see it like when people say, yo, you changed, Daystorm, I'm like, thank you. Like I want to change, and there's some people like, I didn't change, I'm still that same person. Why would you want to be that same person you were 5 years ago? How can you not change and evolve and turn into something
day
new?
by day though? Like I feel like my conversations now are like, how was 2020 for you? And if you didn't do self-growth in 2020, like that just shows a lot about like who you are, because all we had was time. Like
Everything
shit was shut down.
Yeah,
so
time.
like, what were you doing? Like, you were sitting in the same place. Like, nothing has changed. Year, right? 2020 was my best year, and I feel like the pandemic and Black Lives Matter honestly changed the like
your perspective.
Yeah, and it brought a lot more opportunities. Like, I hate to say it, like, as a Black woman in the industry, it is a lot harder for us, you know? So
I hate to say it. That's a fact. It's not a hate to say it thing. That's reality.
So
like, I hate to say it, the sky's blue and water's wet. Or is water wet? You know, I don't know. But no.
Yeah, but when Black Lives Matter happened, it forced brands to work with more Black influencers. So I feel like I prospered during that time. So it was one of my biggest years. And I was just talking about this the other day. Like, I had millions of followers and I was barely making money and I was producing so much content. And just like in 2020 was a huge year for me, you know? And it's crazy. Like, we've been doing this for so long, and it took that to happen for opportunities to be showered down. So,
well, like you said, a lot of brands was kind of like forced to do it, and they was like, holy shit. And then after they was forced to do it, they realized, wait a minute, these motherfucking Black folks is killing it.
We're great creators.
Like, you just never gave them the opportunity.
Our content is phenomenal, you know? And like, I literally was just sitting there on TikTok and I'm like, damn, like, I put a lot of work into my videos, like, compared to like the ones I see, like, where I'm like, I have a whole production. So like, same. We make you guys look incredible, but we just were never given the opportunity, really.
And now that it's okay to give the opportunity, they take advantage of it because they're like, we're going to get a great video and it's in.
Yeah.
So now, like, they just throwing money at us now, and it's like, fuck it.
I love it. I'm gonna take it.
I want to take every fucking dime.
Like, I'm working with brands that I dreamed of, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus. So
yep, I'm take every fucking dime from them. I agree. So what do you have coming up? You got anything, any future things that brands that you got working with coming up?
I have 4 brand deals that I actually need to film. One's for the CBD company. I just got another clothing brand. What else did I just send over? My manager is calling me every day. She's like, hey,
you working?
Got a makeup brand in.
She told me. She said she was like, yo, I love her. She's like, Janina be working.
Yeah, I don't stop. And like, I'm tapping more into the beauty and fashion world this year. So hopefully I'll be working with like Forever 21, Abercrombie, like more of like the main brands.
Yep. And that's one thing I got to give you and Leanne credit for. Out of everyone I've met, you know, especially the females, you girls are the hardest working, you know, group. Hannah works hard too, but you 3 are like probably the hardest working girls that I've ever seen in social media. And I've met and I've seen everybody. Y'all, like, I remember when we every time we have a shoot day, you'll shoot like that day you had a shoot day, you shot like, how many videos did you shoot that day?
It was about 10 videos, like, and 10 I had videos. Shot before I got here too.
Like, you're just a nonstop machine. And when I see that happen, like when I see you or Hannah shooting or whatever, I drop everything to help y'all because I'm like, I know what it's like to be going back to back. Like, I'm doing these podcasts back to back.
Exactly.
Like, I know what it's like. So it's like, I'm going to step in and help out as much as I can to go back to back because it's so difficult. And people don't understand. You have to come up with an idea, shoot the idea, do this. So it's like, whatever you need from me, I'm here for you.
Yeah, we do everything.
It's a lot. I know. And my hat's off to you because you've been doing it straight since what,
16.
20? No, it was before that. When did you start in 2016?
No, 2014.
2014. You've been going for a very, very long time.
And before social media,
you was in a girl group.
And I was an independent artist performing on school tours. So I've been doing this since I was 12. Like, we came out to LA when I was 12.
So you've been hitting it for a decade. They say it takes about 10 years before you start finding success. And look, now you're starting to find your success. You're at your 10th year. So now it's happening. You're able to do everything that you want to do. So I love
That's my happy dance.
Yeah, I love it. I respect it. You know, and people don't understand that journey. They don't understand the 10-year journey.
It's such a problem. They think it just happened overnight.
Like, oh, you just blew up. Well, yeah, if you're a white girl on TikTok, then maybe you can blow up because 73% of the country is white. And you can do a quick dance. But as Black women in America, you girls have it the hardest.
It's
Black
very
women
hard.
have it the hardest out of every gender, every race, it's the black woman who has it the hardest in America. And, you know, black men have it hard too. Don't get me wrong, but it's the black woman because we're
looked at a certain way too,
and no one wants to protect the black woman. It's just you girls just have it really hard in America, and that's just facts.
Yeah, I'm like, she can be in a bikini and not get blocked, but when I'm in a bikini, I get blocked. Yeah. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So to see you prosper and to see you shining, you know, I know a lot of people are probably looking up to you, and it's like, yo, this girl is really doing. So you should keep doing it. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You really should.
And thanks to your help, sir.
No, I mean, you know,
if it wasn't for Mr. Power,
I mean, I'm out here.
A lot of the talent would not be here. Yeah. You taught us a lot of the things we know, so we are very thankful to have you in our life.
Yeah, I just like to see people have an opportunity to do their thing, and I know the ones that no one's going to stop them. I knew nobody's going to stop you. I knew no one's going to stop Batch, or Black, or Anwar, or Melvin.
Yeah,
it's just the ones that you see that have that.
It's a drive.
That drive. Leanne had the drive. You know, Hannah had the drive. You see the people that had the drive. You're like, they're going to be millionaires. They're going to be stars, and every one of you are super successful. And it's very rare when I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I can pick a piece of talent out and I put them out and I know they're gonna do good. And I've been let down maybe once or twice, and they're still successful in their own ways.
He said they figured it out somehow.
They figured it out somehow. You know, I've had 7 assistants in my life, and every one of my assistants.
And that's where I started off.
That's my assistant.
As an assistant.
Yep. And now she's buying $1 million house.
I'm going up to 2, sir.
Oh, you're getting a $2 million house. Excuse me. I'm using the word little around you. My bad.
It's nothing little over here.
Yeah. So you about to get a $2 million house?
Yeah, when I'm ready. It's just about being ready.
You know, where are you looking?
Woodland Hills, Tarzana, Encino.
Oh, okay.
I'm also looking to get a condo in Miami. So
shit.
We're working out here, sir.
Oh shit! You about to be bi-coastal? I respect it. All right, well, thanks for coming on the podcast. I just wanted, you know, like, if you want to give any other advice to the young women out there or young men out there that's dating up or dating down, I just wanted to talk about it because we both, you know, we were that staple relationship of a date up, date down.
Yeah.
You know, and I
mean, we talked about it, how we were able to make it work in the YouTube video. Yeah, if they want to go ahead and review that.
Yeah, just check out the YouTube video we did back in the day. We talked about how we made it work and everything. And she's happy. You know, Janina's out here buying houses and stuff. And, you know, I'm happy. I'm in my house, you know. Yeah. So I'm good.
Yeah.
So, you know, it could work if you want it to work. You know?
Absolutely. And any situation, it's all perspective.
No,
I like go back to that every day. I'm like, it's all the way you look at life. You could literally be content in the situation you're in. You can be content in your studio. You can be content in your 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's just how you look at life. And sometimes it's with finding the beauty in other things. Like, there's people who have millions of dollars and they're so unhappy. Like, the suicidal rate
the suicide rate for rich people is higher than the poor people.
It's so high because you're putting your happiness in materialistic and money, and that's not what creates happiness, you know? Like,
it's very hard for someone who doesn't have money to hear that, though. I just want you to know that.
No, absolutely. Because we look at that, you know, like, we look at money and we're like, yeah, if I just had money, like, life would be great. But it sometimes, and I don't know how that works. Like, we're literally trained, like, through movies and, like, music and all this stuff. So you're like, yeah, I want to have money so I could do this and that. But you can literally find happiness in your situation. It's just all perspective.
It's all perspective. I agree. And you don't realize that until you have the money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, this money is not really what I needed the whole time.
No.
Because, like, I don't really, I don't even remember the last time I looked at a bill. You know, like that, you know, or like, you know, just go to a store and I just pass them my card and they just buy it. But that's not what makes me happy, you know. But when I was broke, I needed the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really about the money. I agree. It's not really about the money. But thanks for coming on. I have to
go pee really bad.
So we're gonna get her off, y'all. Thanks for having Janina on the show. She got to go pee. Maybe we'll catch up when you get your house or whatever. Maybe we'll come back and we'll do another. I'll come to your podcast.
Yes.
What's the name of your podcast?
Self-Care Saturdays.
So I'm gonna do Self-Care Saturdays with you. Thanks for being on. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna put her socials below so everybody can check it out. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.